corn is popping. Corn prices are up more than 30%, and that's the highest they've been in nearly 8 years. It means you may soon have to fork over more money to make some of your favorite corn-based dishes, like tortillas, corn salad, cornbread, along with other products. Retailers are expected to absorb the initial increase, but consumers may notice the rise in prices later on this summer.
Shalom, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rawakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, a great millstone and rule well that taught me the truth. Peace, love, and blessings also to you, sincere laborers, brothers on highways and byways, giving all diligence to make that call and election sure, and also blessings to you few sisters out there listening, learning, and believing. I'm thy fellow servant, Kanakla, coming at you once again, another prophecy update. You know, just one of these quick hits, man, I'm continuing to do. And this one right here, Elder Yashawamba posted this video here, man, and the bros, we was talking about this I believe last week, about the price of corn is going up. Now, if you know corn, you heard of corn meal, which is in a lot of products that we purchase, like cereals, flours, and so on and so forth. And we were speaking about how corn is also in gas, man. You know, I believe it's called ethanol, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, this is beautiful. And the point in is, I'll just play it back real fast because it's only 23 seconds long, and I'm going to hit a point that she spoke about.
Well, the price of corn is popping. Corn prices are up more than 30%, and that's the highest they've been in nearly 8 years. It means you may...
So high as they've been in 8 years, okay? High as they've been in 8 years, so that goes to show you that we're entering into unprecedented times, okay? You might have heard of any financial collapses or great, going far as back as the Great Depression, 1929, all right? 2008, the financial collapse. So the time we're coming into is a time like no other. So let's get that real quick. We can come back to Second Esdras because that was the main point. Second Esdras I was focusing on. But this is Daniel 12:1. All right, because once this financial system pretty much collapses and hyperinflation kicks in, this is gonna be worse than 1929, worse than 2008. All right, this is gonna be hyperinflation, economic collapse like no one has ever seen before. All right, and as you can see, it's not too far-fetched because here it is now. All right, we're the buildup is here now. All right, now pretty soon, she said by summer you'll see the effects of that. But that's another point I'm going to get to. But let's hit this real quick. This Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. So the scriptures let you know that's how bad it's going to get, that the archangel Michael is going to have to defend, all right, the people of the Most High, the Israelites, which would be you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the true biblical Israelites. So the archangel Michael is going to have to stand up. That's how bad things are going to get, okay? It says, and there shall be a time of trouble. So when the financial system collapses, all right, so the scriptures letting you know that this financial collapse, this economic meltdown is going to be a time of trouble. And reading on, such as never was since there was a nation even to the same time. Okay, so with that being said, prophecy is taking place. We're entering into a time like no other, a time of trouble like no other. Okay, reading on, it says, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So it's going to need some covering from should I say divine intervention, man. All right, the angels, the scriptures speak about how that the Lord is going to give his angels charge over the elect. The scriptures speak about how the Lord is going to feed, all right, his people during the famine, man, because this is going to usher in a famine. This is going to get really bad to the point where you, as we always bring out, Revelation 13 and 16, how that it's going to get that bad that it's all being done is by design, man. All right, the economic collapse and ultimately the Heavenly Father is controlling the people, that's ushering, that's controlling this collapse, so to say. But yeah, man, it's gonna get so bad that they're gonna come up with a solution, as we always go into the order out of chaos. All right, to the point where the shelves gonna be empty. Okay, people are gonna be robbing and spoiling because of the lack of bread, the hyperinflation, prices are going up, and then people are completely oblivious to, the majority of the mass of the people are completely oblivious to the supply chain is being interrupted. Okay, so the supplies and everything is sooner than later, okay, these manufacturers, and that's the next point we're going to get into, they're going to be lacking. All right, the people that actually make the food, that produce the food, Nestle, for example. All right, Nestle is, I believe, is the largest food manufacturer, from water to frozen goods to whatever, whatever they make, man. Your oats and so on and so forth, man. Nestle is the largest food producer. All right, but we're into a time like no other. So let's go back to this, and we're gonna hit another point, and we'll close out.
Soon have to fork over more money to make some of your favorite corn-based dishes like tortillas, corn salad, cornbread, along with other products. Retailers are expected to absorb the initial increase, but consumers may notice the rise in prices later on this summer.
So the retailers are going to feel the impact, all right, due to the lack of resources, or due to the price increase, man. Okay, due to the price increase, because remember, famines are caused by people not having access to food. All right, that's how famines, that access. So that's why the supply chain was interrupted on purpose. Okay, this is all done by design. All right, so as the point she made that I want to focus on now, retailers are feeling it now. And what's going to happen is they're going to push, okay, it's like a chain of command, all right? Something happens up top, it's a trickle-down effect. So they're going to push the expenses off on the consumer. So when you go into the store, all your products, as you can see happening now, there's a shortage on chicken. Go show you the supply chain is being interrupted, all right? Now you see corn. Okay, you see corn now being interrupted, as the video said, corn prices increased to 8-year highs. Okay, so far I've seen chicken, and I've seen that in restaurants, man. A lot of these Moabite restaurants, when I be doing these deliveries, now the corn, all right, and prices of everything is just creeping up. So now, with that being said, she stated retailers are feeling it now, but soon, they say around by the time of the summertime, the consumers are gonna feel it. All right, okay, because these major corporations are gonna have to make adjustments. Okay, if they're being charged more for the corn, okay, what you think they're gonna still charge you the same price for the products that they're producing? No, they're gonna push those expenses off on you. Okay, that's exactly what's going to happen. So let's get this second Ezra 16 and 21. So she said round about the summer this should take place. Okay, and this lining up, same thing they said with the summer about gas prices. And what you people fail to realize is this, man, all this money, people getting all these stimulus checks, collecting all this unemployment, getting these PPE loans, man. The government just basically just giving money away. Now they talking about $3,600 per child. That, basically that universal, I believe, is a basic income, where the government just gives you an allowance, man, and you only able to receive that allowance by being obedient. Okay, but let's get this, man. So the point of me to bring that about is this: you got all this money in your pocket. All right, you're able to sit home and collect unemployment, and you really have no worries. So right now, life seems as if it was good. So let's get straight to the point. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 21. It says, "Behold, victual shall be so good, cheap upon earth." Okay, so right now it's cheap, but like she said, you won't be able to really feel these the effects of this until around about the summertime. Okay, once again, same thing with the gas prices. They say around about the summertime, the U.S. could run out of gas or something at that point. So behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth. And victuals is like food, etc. Things related to food, clothing, whatever the case may be. Victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Because life is good right now, right? You know, to the blind eye, to the people that really don't know what's going on, man, they're doing good, man. They're sitting at home receiving money and able to go to the store and buy shit. All right, it says one sec. It says, "And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." So in the midst of all this, man, you got a lot of evils grabbing or taking hold to this place. All right, to this world. A lot of judgment is going forth, man. You just had recently, the most recent thing I can think of is the destruction that happened over in Mexico. Like, people were killed when a train collapsed. And you had a thing over in Israel, and man, you just got a lot of violence going on. You got the suicide rates, homelessness. All right, so you know, in the midst of all this, great evils is happening, man. All right, every time you turn on the news, something so-called bad is happening. All right, it says, "Evil shall grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine." All right, and you can see we're leading to this point, man. All right, the food supply is being interrupted. Prices of food is going up, so a lot of people are going to be hungry in these Lord's will in these coming months, man, because this is the year of hastening for the coming of our Lord. So all these so-called bad things have to happen in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established here on the planet Earth. Okay, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. And the scriptures speak about dying of famine, man. That's the one of the if not the one of the worst ways to die. All right, because it's a slow, agonizing pain. It says, "And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." So those preppers that have stored up food, that's prepping and prepared, that can see, you know, that can see a little bit, but they don't have the big picture. All right, that can see a little bit, you know, they might be all right, or, you know, well off, but hey, it's gonna be a lot of destruction. The sword is a representation of destruction. All right. Because ultimately, America is going to be destroyed with nuclear missiles. America being Babylon the Great in the scriptures. All right, the mystery whore Babylon, that shall be utterly burned with fire. Okay, so once again, I want to make these videos quick and simple. Here's another update of end time or Bible prophecies. Until next time, I'm gonna say shalom.